Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Scene. I'm your host, William Shrike. I'm the lead singer of the post-hardcore metalcore band Deadbeat Nightlife, and this is a show where I react to bands that maybe don't have the biggest amount of listeners, they don't have a lot of reach, and I hope to actually get that out to people. Who knows, maybe you can find one of your favorite bands by listening to this kind of stuff. Today, we are reacting to somebody who hit me up on Instagram. This is a band called No Kings Allowed. They're from Belgium and the Netherlands. So we really are going across the sea here. We're going into Europe. I'm really excited for this. They are a metalcore, deathcore band, and they said it would be sick to see what I thought of their music. So super excited to check this out. I asked them for some history on the band. This is what they gave me. The band members are Gold lead vocals, Screams, which is the guy who messaged me. Jarno is on cleans and backing screams, or what they call white lead vocals. Red lead guitar, Jan Peter. Green rhythm guitar, Lenny. Blue bass is Glenn. Orange drums is Ricky. I don't know what the colors mean, but I'm sure I'll figure it out once I watch this video. They released the first song in November of 2023. Back then, he said it was originally just the three of them, the gold, green, and red. And they released their first song, Will of My God. And they're based out partly from Belgium, partly from the Netherlands. And their next big show currently is Hellfort in Bruges on the 26th of September. Sent me the song lyrics. Let's hop into this. So today will be my first time reacting to the music video, the official music video for Faceless by No Kings Allowed. You could check it out on your own. I've linked it in the description below. Here we go. This is Faceless by No Kings Allowed.
I can't find faith, too many faces up in air.
Not what I was expecting to start out.
I can't stand these many faces in my head. I can't find faith, too many faces up in air.
Oh, Lord. They've got the masks on. Let's go. I love masks, dude. Oh, okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. Ooh! Oh! I don't know what to talk about first. The music video, the vocals, the instrumentation, the mixing, I'm not sure. Alright. First thing I noticed, I was not expecting clean vocals to come in. Obviously, they're not totally clean. They had the distortion in them. But man, that sounded sick. It kind of reminded me of Mental Cruelty, a deathcore band, also from Europe. They released a song called Zweiligt. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it has that same kind of very throaty, higher singing that sounds very, I don't know, Nordic. It gives a it gives a certain vibe. That's what I'm getting from this. Then we go into just the build-up. The symphonic sounds in the background of the mixing are awesome. They brought in some of those lo-fi screams to kind of fill in some space, give you a sense of what's to come. That's an awesome build-up, well written. And then we go into the full song with the full scream, like just faceless. Super freaking sick. Okay. The first verse reminded me of Slipknot so much. And then they brought in the high screams, which like pushed it to another level. Super cool. Okay. Let's keep going. Clean chorus. I'm gonna pause again because it sounds like we're going into something, another section here. Yes, I was right. The colors respond to, or correspond to, masks that they are wearing. Super cool. I'm kind of a nerd, theater kid. I love masks. I love it when bands dress up in costume masks. I remember, like, that was the first thing that really shocked me about Slipknot and Mushroomhead and Mudvayne when I was getting into metal. I was like, this is so cool. They look like supervillains, or they look like anti-heroes, whatever it is. Like, they look so cool. I loved it. And then Slaughter to Prevail, when I first started listening to them, man, the gold masks were so sick. I used to always want one. I mean, Sleep Token, like it or hate it, I guess, but I think their outfits are pretty sick. I follow the guy who makes their masks, and he is a freaking artist, dude. That guy's awesome. So, okay. Really cool. We will talk about the lyrics in a second, I promise. Let's keep going, because this sounds like a really cool part coming up. Bring the heat, baby! Yeah. Come on! Oh! Gosh, this sounds insane. Dude, not a break. Straight back into a halftime. All right, we're going to pause again. We're almost to the end. I want to talk about some of these lyrics because they are really good. And lyrics are a big thing about what I love about music. Even in metal, when you can't understand a lot of them, I love always going, like, listening to the song first, absorbing the emotion that I feel like they want me to get from it, and then looking at the lyrics and making a decision for myself. Because music is a very personal topic. One song can mean something completely different to another person, but I love to hear what the band wants to show me first, just in the sound, and then I will go and listen. It's like putting seasoning on food before you've tasted it. That's bad looks. Like, you want to be able to experience what the chef has given you first, and then once you have tried it, make it into your own personal dish. So, let's just talk about the chorus, because that's where the clean vocals come in. That's what we all would be able to understand. I can't fight fate. Too many faces up in here, and too many to kill. I will resist. I can't stand these many faces in my head until my head explodes. Don't let them in. Don't let them out. So we take that and we're like, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, literally in the next verse, it says, born in societies of wearing masks and to please the rest, forced to pretend to be accepted in the multitude, put on a happy face and act like all the rest would. Don't know how long I can keep this up. Okay, so we're living in a generational voice crack. We live in a society. We live in a society where becoming and forcing yourself to conform to the normalness and the trends that go on, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, doesn't matter what social media, you are seeing trends. You see a lot of people looking exactly the same. And while some people may find some kind of comfort in that, like, oh, I look like everybody else, I'm part of the group, there are a lot of people who put themselves in that position and then they can't get out. They feel like they have to look like everybody else just to fit in. I know, as a metalhead, I lived back in upstate New York in a farm town, and the way I dressed was not like anybody else dressed, okay? And Did I experience a lot of like, whoa, dude? No, mostly it was just because of the music I was listening to. Everybody said it was satanic or whatever. And so you kind of have to put on this like, okay, well, when I'm around you guys, I'll pretend to be quote unquote normal. But normal, there's no baseline for normal, at least in my opinion. I'm a normal guy. I just like metal and I like wearing black and band t-shirts. Like, nothing crazy about that. But because it's not what everybody else is wearing, it is seen as abnormal or out of the norm. And I think that's sad, but it does force a lot of people to have these kind of feelings of like, I can't stand how many this mask I have to put on to keep this up, to keep this going. And my thing has always been, I want to let people be who they are, show who they are, and let them shine in that. You know, as long as you are a good person and you treat people with the kindness and respect that human beings deserve, I don't care what you wear, what you look like, who you are. Like, genuinely, as long as you are caring for the people around you, that is what people should look at, not your aesthetic. So I really like these lyrics. This is really just that kind of feeling that comes out when you're like, dude, I'm sick of wearing this mask, but I feel like I can't because I might lose friends, or I might lose social status, or I might, you know, it's very scary. Be yourself. Maybe if it's not working for you like it wasn't working for me, you have to move. I moved to California. You have to get out of the area. That is a real thing. And sometimes you got to go, but you will find your people and you will find happiness in being who you truly are instead of just showing a mask. Let's keep going with this song. Do we get one more breakdown? Do we get one more breakdown? Come on, boy. Give me a breakdown. Oh, back in fast. Oh, dude. Wow. Wow. Absolute cinema. Music video, incredible. Song, incredible. Wow. There was a part where I think I heard him doing some kind of like rattly growl, like what's his name? CJ McCreery, controversial as he is. He released a song with his new band after leaving Lorna Shore. He released a song, and in that song, you have this like... I can't do it very well, but just like this... I'm pretty sure what he's doing is mixed with the... So he's... with much more practice than I have. I think I heard that in there, and it was really cool. Anyway, let's get into thoughts. Bing! Absolutely incredible job. This is obviously a band that has been around for some time, 3 years. They are obviously very talented musicians. I'm not sure if they mix this on their own. I don't know if they're signed to a label or anything. I'm not sure. They obviously are leagues ahead of a lot of people with time, with their professionality. I'm not sure how they funded all of this, but they're playing big shows, which is awesome. A lot of bands I react to, and a lot of people watching this might be like, well, yeah, they have a whole music video. Of course it's going to be good. No. I guarantee you these guys were good the second they started putting music together. Maybe it didn't sound perfectly mixed. Maybe all the instrumentation wasn't there. Maybe they weren't as good as they are now, but they had the makings of good musicians, and it's paying off for them now. So anybody watching this, don't be discouraged by, oh, they have a fancy music video, and they have all this stuff that they're doing. They made it there. You guys can too. Genuinely. And what it takes to get there is believing in your project. Working tirelessly. Yes, a little bit of luck. Yes, there is a little bit of luck involved. But you can drastically increase your chances of luck by playing shows, releasing music, and being there at any local stuff, okay? That's how I got from playing the Doll Hut in Anaheim to 15 people to playing with Deadbeat Nightlife and being in Deadbeat Nightlife, and now, we're selling out shows. It takes a lot of dedication and a lot of time to get to this point. And anybody watching this should not be discouraged, but they should be emboldened. They can be like, wow, I can make it there too, And you draw on your influences, you create songs, create constantly. Don't care if it's just a riff. I don't care if it's just a chorus. Create. You never know what will happen, and this could happen for you guys as well. So, absolutely incredible song. Well written, well produced, good music video from No Kings Allowed here. Very happy, great way to start my morning. I'm super grateful that they reached out to me. I'm really excited to show this to them. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to follow No Kings Allowed, here's their Instagram, here's their YouTube, and here's where you can listen to them on Spotify. And if you'd like to have your band reacted to here on Voice of the Scene, you can check out my Instagram. Go ahead, send me a DM. I'm trying to get to as many as possible. It is finals week though, so I'm low-key swamped with schoolwork, but summertime, baby. Anyway, thank y'all for watching another episode of Voice of the Scene. Once again, I'm your host, William Shrike. Tune in next time. I'm super excited to bring you more bands.